Hey, what's going on? It's Lucas, and in today's video, we're breaking down how we sold $1 million of coaching, and I'm really simplifying it. I'm going to take what most people make very complicated, and I'm going to simplify it down into 3 buckets. Now, whether your goal is to make $10,000 a month or $25,000 or $50,000 or $100,000 a month, this will be applicable to you. All you have to do is just mold the numbers and customize the numbers so it fits you, your goals, your dreams. Now, I'm going to be breaking down, if we look at the screen here, I'm going to be breaking down what we did to get to $15,000 months, what we did to get to $30,000 months, what we did to get to $50,000 months, $60,000 months, $80,000 months, and $100,000 plus months. And again, my promise to you is I'm going to simplify it. This is the stuff that no one is really talking about. They may be talking about some of the front-end marketing stuff, but there's more to it. And if you want to build a coaching business that's actually sustainable and there's longevity, we got to focus on this stuff. We got to know about it. So if that interests you, stick around and let's get into it.
Yo, what's up? My name is Lucas Rubix and welcome to the coaching channel. If you'd like to learn how I went from zero education and working the oil rigs to selling well over $1 million of coaching and building an online business and performance coaching empire along the way, subscribe to this channel and I'll show you how.
Alrighty, welcome back. So my one and only ask is hit that subscribe button. And if you've gotten value from this video, or you will get value, or you've been around this channel for a while, make sure you like this video and use the comments below. This video, we post 3 videos every single week, and they're all dedicated to helping you build your coaching business. So if you scroll through some of these videos, as you can see popping up on the screen, you'll notice probably over 200 videos on this channel as of this recording, and they're all action-packed. They're all actually actionable, and they all hold some nuggets. So if you spend a few hours on this channel, I guarantee you'll unlock thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars of potential in your business, whether you're just starting or you've been doing this a while, but you want to smooth out those ups and downs. So make sure you subscribe and use the comments below. I use the comments as a bit of a value booster. Is if something lands in this video and you want to share it, leave it in the comments. It'll help somebody else. Now, if you want to add to this conversation, leave it in the comments because it'll help somebody else. Or if you want to ask a question, leave it in the comments because a lot of these videos are inspired by questions you leave. With that said, let's get into it. So again, know there's a process. And oftentimes what you'll find, no one talks about this by the way, but I'm just showing you real numbers here. Oftentimes what no one will talk about is they'll tell you like, oh, we saw this drastic increase. But then there's usually a few months where things get optimized before the next push to, like, let's say the next peak, the next ceiling. So that was a $50,000 month. That was about a year ago. And then over the next year, we went from $50,000 a month to $100,000 a month. We've been doubling year after year, and that's basically the trend that we've seen. And it's because we focus on simplicity. We focus on the things that actually matter. So what I drew out here, this is really, really simple, by the way. You can really think of your coaching business as having 3 categories. And the simplest way to explain this is you've got marketing, you've got sales, and you've got delivery. Fair? Marketing is everything that gets attention, everything that brings leads into your business, everything that develops and furthers the client journey so they can move into the sales department. Now, when you first start coaching, you're doing marketing, you're doing sales, and you're most likely doing the delivery, which is the actual coaching. You're delivering on the programs, you're delivering on the one-on-one or the group or whatever it may be. I, for years, did marketing, and I did sales, and I did delivery. Now, I started outsourcing pieces of it to Fiverr or to contractors, but I was always heavily involved in delivery for sure. I was heavily involved in sales, and then I outsourced some of marketing. Early on in the day, that was Facebook ads. It was a few things I outsourced, but I was still heavily involved in it. Now get this. So many people are focused on, okay, if I could just build $1 million program, if I could focus on just building something here, and it's going to be like the best program in the world. And they spend time doing resources and the branding for it and all this stuff. Nobody knows about it. No one will ever buy from it. And I see a lot of coaches starting to doubt their price or starting to doubt their offer because no one's buying anything. But when I actually break down their business into these 3 departments, by the way, this creates breakthroughs with clients. So I really hope you're taking notes. When we break things down to these 3 departments, I'm like, okay, wait, where's your marketing at? And they're like, oh, only like 10 new people are joining my list every week, or 10 new people are joining my group. It's probably not enough exposure for the marketing department. And I want you to remove yourself emotionally from the business right now and just see your business as a machine. And there's departments within that machine. And the marketing department is just simply not driving enough people so they take you up on the offer. So I'm like, let's not even focus on the delivery and let's not even worry about sales right now. The limiting factor is marketing. So the marketing department may consist of, and we started very simply with a Facebook group, and we mastered the Facebook group. We had a group of 7,000 or 8,000 people at one point. We mastered the Facebook group, and we got really, really good at driving people from the Facebook group into a convo. And then we got very good at having conversations to drive people. I started with just one-on-one coaching. And I mastered that one system. That was $15,000 or $20,000 a month. I mastered one system. Now, once that started going, I added more branches to the marketing department. We started a podcast. That podcast we mastered into driving into applications, and then into convos. And then from convos, we had a one-on-one and we had a group. And we mastered that until we were seeing about $30,000 or $40,000 a month. Then we're like, you know what? Let's branch out in the marketing department. Let's get YouTube going. Now, YouTube is a huge source of value I get to bring to the marketplace, relationships I get to build, and people I get to meet. And then guess what? We brought YouTube into the sales department. By now, I wasn't really involved in sales, but I still communicated directly with sales because I wanted to know what was going on in the sales department so we could create marketing material around it. But it was the same idea. Into an application, into a convo, and then we had a hybrid program by now. So we still run that. It's called The Coach Is You, and that's a one-on-one in a group. So you get group support, you get community, but you also get one-on-one attention for anything specific that needs to be reviewed, that needs to be more in-depth, on and on and on. And so what I ultimately want to get at here is you may see this right now, and if I wanted to just flex or something, I'd be like, oh yeah, like I've got $1 million business, I got a YouTube channel, we run a podcast, we got a Facebook group, we do this, we do that, we interview experts. You would get quickly overwhelmed. I didn't start there, and no one starts there. It started with one system. So what I'm hoping I can give you permission to do is you could pick from one of these platforms or whatever platform you want. Maybe that is TikTok. I don't know what that is for you. But we're going to pick one of them. So let's just say it was podcasting. And you want to maybe get podcasts to an application and a convo into your one-on-one program. Your path you're going to take, let's see if I can color code this a different color here. The path you're going to take, is that. And I want to stress the importance of not jumping around. I know many coaches who do $40,000, $50,000, $80,000 a month. They have a podcast, and the podcast goes straight to an application. But they stuck with it. They refined their message. They kept dialing in their avatar until it worked. And then at one point, they said, you know what? I'm going to need to bring more coaches. We just brought basically 2 new coaches, a high-performance coach and who we call the guardian angel, onto our team. So our clients have even more support. And maybe you can keep the one-on-one. Maybe you can go hybrid like we did. So you have one-on-one and group. Maybe you go just group. The point I'm making is you stick with one until the revenue is consistent. The mistake that most coaches are making and why they never break past just a few thousand a month is they see a little success on TikTok and then they're like, it's not working. Let me go to Instagram. But it's not really working. So they change their name of their coaching program and nothing's actually working because they haven't broken things down into just these 3 buckets. That's it. Every business in the world has these 3 buckets. This isn't just coaching, by the way. You could have a product. There's marketing department, there's a sales department, and there's obviously the delivery of the product. That may be in the mail. Now we could add more things to here, like operations. We could add more things to it, but this is as simple as it gets, and it's all we really need to understand. Or maybe YouTube. You're like, I really want to get on YouTube. I want YouTube to be my main platform. Okay, let's double down on YouTube and perfect it until we know our audience, until we know how the algorithm works. And maybe you want to go again into application and convos, and you're going to go into maybe a group program or a hybrid program, and you're going to master that. Now, once this is bringing in 20K and you've stabilized, you could say, okay, maybe I'll add one more. Now you have a choice. You could double down on YouTube. Maybe you could run some paid traffic, or you could say, I'm going to add another vehicle for traffic. I'm going to build a team to help me with the YouTube, and I'm going to master the next platform. It's exactly how I did it. Like I can't, if there's any secret sauce, I don't have it for you. It was, let me get really good at one thing and then find someone who can help me with it so I can get freed up to do the next thing. And then stay fully committed to that next thing. That's how we bumped our revenue up to $50,000, $60,000 a month. And now when we're going 100 and driving to $250,000 months is our next step. It's going to take a bigger team. It's going to take more coaches. Our clients are loving it because they're getting so much support from so many different A-player coaches, high-performance coaches, guardian angels, sales, marketing. Anything they need is at their fingertips. So it's a huge win for clients. It's a huge win for me because it's huge fulfillment to see people coming together, doing amazing things. As you can tell, I'm not at home. I'm in Austin, so I've been traveling, and yet we're still able to create so much massive impact. It like fills my heart. It's why I got into this game. Now I get to use my superpower of coaching to not just coach clients, but coach the team. Like, it's a win-win for everyone. And again, I don't know your level of ambition and how far you want to take things, and I'm not judging. If you want $5,000 a month and that's what you want, awesome. All you need is one system. Now, if you want to get to 80 or 100 or past that, you may need multiple systems, maybe some paid traffic. You'll probably need a team, but it's possible. And if there's a secret sauce, I don't have it. It's just about building one system at a time, stabilizing that, and then making a decision. Should we add more to it, or should we build another system? And if you could do that piece by piece, eventually you've got multiple systems driving multiple leads. You have multiple people on your team, and you're leveraged. I remember hearing this a long time ago, is the worst number in business is one. Because one of everything is there's no leverage there, and if that breaks, you're done. I see a lot of people relying only on Facebook ads, and that's okay for a while, but if that's your claim to fame and that shuts down, you're done. I've seen agencies and coaching businesses and online businesses go down overnight because they were relying on just one. When you first start, you'll have ones, that's for sure. But the sooner you can start getting 2 or 3, we have probably 4 or 5 systems that drive leads. And when one shuts down or one doesn't work, I'm not too worried about it. We'll fix it or start a new one. That's where you want to get to. And I know no one's talking about it because it's not as sexy as being like, hey, just post on TikTok and, shake your butt. But this is the real stuff. If you want to be able to real business, this is what you got to be thinking about. Really hope that helped. www.lucasrubix.com for anything else. You know what I'll do? I'll jot it down right here. We've got downloads, we've got resources, we've got the niche guide, we've got a ton of stuff to help you out. That's at www.lucasrubix.com. I'll leave the link around here somewhere. We also have a top-rated podcast available on the website itself, and of course, links to our YouTube, links to this channel, and link to any of the resources that we have. We also have the Coaches University. That's our stay until you get paid coaching program, meaning we work with you until you get paid. We back it up 100%, and we build up the fundamentals using our aligned approach. Aligned sales, aligned marketing, aligned delivery, and aligned energy. To me, alignment is everything, and if we're not aligned, if we're doing things just because we're told to do it, because we're told it's the best way to do it, but we don't like it, it's never going to work. But if we build out these systems that are aligned with us, the channels that are aligned with us, we take action that's inspired, not desperate. I always talk about inspiration versus desperation. A lot of coaches are trying to build a business from desperation, and they're thinking that they're going to inspire clients to come to them. It doesn't work that way. it doesn't work that way. You've got to build it from inspiration. That's what we really focus on in the Coaches University. It is by application only, but if you'd like to check that out and see what we're all about, then make sure you check that out, plus the 10K guarantee. And with that said, I'm going to leave 2 videos over on this side today. They're videos to help you build your coaching business. So if you want to stick around on this channel, you want to check out more videos, you want to dive deeper in on what it is we do and what it is we offer, and you want some coaching, some free coaching on this channel, then make sure you check out the website. And with that said, appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video.